Alright, let's do another quick video on the recent update on this fan game. I mean, I'm still nowhere near completed the first level yet, but we have a few more things. I mean, the music, considering it already exists, Konami did all that beforehand. Just for the sake of being able to incorporate music, it was really easy. I just made an audio source, a new object called music, attached that to it, took the vampire killer, got an MP3 format, put it here, and it pretty much plays when I start the game. So yeah, we have music. These bounds objects right here are going to be for when I want to just get rid of sprites that fly off the screen like axes or daggers, and also bounces below that if the character touches this, because this is where the hole would be at all times, he'll just die by simply falling out of the game. If he falls in a pit, like, he dies, so this is how it's done. You know what, I'm gonna lower the music. Alright, that's good. And I still have 50 hearts like I did in the last video, because I wanted to have a lot more hearts than usual, so I could just test all the power-ups. I mean, sub-weapons consume hearts, and I just want to be able to test them without running out. Of course, this is going to be changed back to 5 by the time this is finished. Or even by the time I've got every sub-weapon I need. I mean, starting with 50 hearts is like too much. 5 might be too little, who knows if that may get increased, or if I might just stick with 5 like the rest of the Castlevania games. Oh, and we also have proper screen transitions when we go to the next area. The door's gonna open, and the screen's gonna fade to black. It looks way better now. And of course we just go to 1-2 like we usually do. Stairs, still weird. I mean, he's not even animated yet. And I'd like to actually clip him onto the stairs, just update his exposition so it's always perfectly in line with the stairs. That's going to be tricky to do. I mean, the animation probably shouldn't be too hard. And also just perfecting the controls while we're on the stairs. And he should be able to move and whip while he's on the stairs. Or even move and whip at all, or move into a sub-weapon attack. But he still definitely should be able to attack while he's on a flight of stairs. That should be possible still. And it will. Of course, we got the axe that now rotates when you throw it. And it's actually flying through the air. Would make sense. And it now actually flies a little higher than my last video I did on this. Simply because I want the axe to be able to reach high, because otherwise it won't even be all that useful. I mean, it arcs, so if you throw something directly in front of you, then throwing the axe is a terrible idea. So that's just how I'm trying to think with all these power-ups. And there's another little room here. After this, we would go to like block 1-3, and then after like a few more rooms, I'll put the first boss. I was thinking putting something like a Minotaur that just charges at you periodically, and you just gotta jump to get out of the way. I want to do something very simple for the first boss. Like, yeah. And one more thing. I'm going to go into my 1-2-C enemies object here, where I keep all the enemies for this particular room. And I have a little box collider and a green square, and I also have the enemy name written in plural. This is an enemy generator. I'm just going to set this alpha to 100 here so you can see the green square, even though you are not supposed to be able to see this in the actual game. You're not going to see any of these squares of any sort of color whatsoever. Gray ones for stairs, blue ones for enemy stoppers if they walk on the ground, red ones for spawn points, so on and so forth. Green, areas where zombies or, well, pretty much whatever enemy is set for this generator to spawn will be generated. So far we have only zombies that generate this way, but yeah. Obviously we're also going to do Medusa head somewhere along the road. So zombies will just keep generating, and they're actually just generated to walk towards Trevor. They randomly show up at either side of the screen, but they always walk in his direction to touch him. Or try to at least, because I can just keep... Okay, well, the bat got me. Yeah, this is kind of tricky right here. I'll throw the axe. And some castle graphics, because we're going to be going inside a castle ruin. I didn't mean to do that. And there's no proper defined area there yet, so that just happens. Okay, this might actually be too many zombies now that I think about it, because, yeah, this is actually starting to look pretty ridiculous. I'm definitely gonna have to rework this part of the game. Now we got, like, an abundance of zombies. In fact, it might actually start slowing down the game if it really gets out of hand. I wouldn't be too surprised if it eventually does slow down the game. So yes, we have more graphics that I'm going to use in the future for 1.3 of this area. So yeah, we have more graphics that are going to continue to be used in stage 1.3, which would be like inside the castle. You're going to climb up a tower, you're going to go a little higher up, and then eventually we're going to go further to the right and find a boss. Of course, the castle doesn't exist yet, so you just end up in a blank area, and you just immediately fall to your death. You still have the door transition and everything, but you spawn in the middle of nowhere and you die.